Hello. I see somebody's in there. What's going on? How you doing? Oh. Hello there. How you doing? What's going on? Thanks for joining me. We're going to give it a few minutes to get the people in the room. Just a few minutes. Hey, Free Spirit Erica, how you doing? What's going on, sunshine? It's a marvelous day, darling. How was your weekend? How was everybody's weekend? Y'all, I overdid it this weekend. Actually, this whole past week. Just doing too much. I'm tired of too much. Y'all let me know how y'all like the new intro on my videos. I'm getting better. I'm doing a little something, a little razzle dazzle. Trying to make it do what it do. Peace. Good evening. What? Just started moving in traffic. Oh, Kenny. Well, at least you got something to listen to other than the radio. How was your weekend, Kenny? How y'all feeling today? Y'all getting y'all mojo back? Or y'all tired as hell on Monday? What's up? What's going on? Hold on. Let me get some water real quick. Hold on. Okay, I'm back. I've got my water here. Y'all, I notice. Let me see if I can get this light to be a little brighter. It look a little dark and dull. Let's see. It's not that much better, but it's a little better. Oh, good. I'm glad you had an awesome weekend. What you get into? I'm trying to think. Did I do anything this weekend? I don't think I did anything. Other than the stuff for my YouTube, I think that was it. Didn't go anywhere. I sure didn't. I didn't go anywhere. Oh, y'all, I've been playing around with out in my kitchen. I've been playing around with alkaline vegan meals and stuff. I mean, I've always, for the last couple of months, I've been kind of in and out of it, plant-based, alkaline, vegan, pescatarian, all that good stuff. But today I made my own walnut butter. Let me tell you, it was so good. So good. Yeah, it was really good. And then I made some cookies with the walnut butter. Walnut butter is so much better than peanut butter, y'all. I'm so serious. It's so much better. Have anybody y'all had the walnut butter or even know what I'm talking about? Oh, Kenny, you can't be doing a lot of texting and driving. Oh, excuse me. Child, this light is terrible. I got a whole ring light right here. And the lighting is still not that good. I think I should bring out my box lights so it can be a little bit more brighter around here. Yeah, we're going to get started in just a minute. There's quite a bit to talk about here. I mean, a lot. We'll get started in a few minutes. Oh, yeah, you stopped again. Okay. But yeah, so I made the walnut butter. I made the walnut butter cookies. It's a alkaline vegan cookie. I used garbanzo bean flour, teff flour. All these are gluten-free, okay, because I'm a gluten-free person. Not by choice, but by nature. And a bunch of other little ingredients that I put in there from Blended Abode show on YouTube. It was good. What else did I make? I also made this okra and tomato stew. I've never made it before. I don't really like okra like that, and it's not because it's nasty, it's just because of that slimy stuff. I just cannot get with it. I can't get with it. However, one of the recipes that I follow, the girl sauteed, she chopped them up, and then she sauteed them in a skillet with some oil, and it took all the goo and stuff out of them. So that was good. And I put it over a butternut squash mashed potato. Butternut squash as mashed potatoes is so good. It's slightly sweet. You don't need a whole lot of seasoning and all that kind of stuff. Now that I think about it, I don't think I put any seasoning in it. I think when I boiled the butternut squash, I put a little bit of sea salt in there. And I always boil in a little bit of vegetable broth and water. Done. It was good. Mashed it up. Good to go. Kenny say traffic is heavy. Oh, man. Ooh, child. What's going on, Marty? Stample for ski. Ooh, child. Excuse me, I'm butchering your name, but how you doing, Marty? That reminds me from the Martin show when that guy with the blonde hair you saw us talking about Marty. So anyways, y'all, I think this is a good time for us to go ahead and get started. We got a couple of people here. The rest of them will just catch it on the replay. All right. All right. So we're going to have to backtrack just a little bit because y'all know I missed yesterday. I was tired. I had to did too much. Okay. So let's talk about yesterday. So yesterday we had Mercury trine Pluto, and we also had Sun square Jupiter. So we'll talk about Mercury trine Pluto first. Okay. So this was whenever you have a trine or a sextile, those are really good energies to be in harmony and to get things that you desire or things that you want. So learn how to utilize the energy of the aspects. And yesterday was a really good time for that. And remember, energy is fluid. So just because there's a day that passed doesn't mean that energy isn't still lingering around. Okay, let's put that out there. Okay, so it's good for persuasion, kind of getting into people's heads. Scorpios and Scorpios, this could have been a day for them yesterday if they really wanted to, get into people's heads and, this manipulation and all that kind of stuff. They could have did that yesterday. No lie. Even though that's a low vibrational way of doing it, this was the perfect time for them to do it yesterday. All right. And this can even cause you to have some karmic friendships with people or to meet new people that you may have some karmic energy with. As well as a better use of the energy, like I said, was to have things work out in your favor that don't necessarily harm other people or manipulate other people. All right. We don't want to do that. We want to be high vibrational. But a better use would be like to, do some research or investigation, or you could ask somebody to help you to find certain things in research or investigations. Like, for example, I had a relocation reading done for myself about 2 weeks ago. And so I've been asking, different people that I know about, just, astrology in that sense, and kind of like their travels, what their experiences have been and things like that. And, they were able to point me in the right direction. And also yesterday I was looking up some stuff on YouTube, and like a bunch of different videos and, resources and information just kept popping up. And I was like, man, this is interesting, because typically you don't only, I know YouTube has 1,000,001 videos, okay, millions of videos, but it was just interesting to see how clear the information was. Okay, let me say that, how clear the information was. So this is also a good time to seek out, you know, assistance from a psychologist or a psychiatrist, because we all know that mental health is very, very important. A lot of people don't take it as serious as they should, but it's a real thing. You know, your mental is very real, and you should take care of it so that it can take care of you. Okay. And then we'll talk about the sun squaring Jupiter. So squares are conflictions or challenges. All right. Whenever you're talking about that in the astrology world, those are a little bit more challenging, but that does not mean that there's not a way to utilize the energy to kind of ease the pain a little bit or ease the tension. So during the sun square Jupiter, the best way to utilize the energy is to do all things in moderation. All right, do all things in moderation. Show respect and discipline. Don't overconsume yourself with projects, because people have the tendency, when the sun is in a square aspect to a big planet like Jupiter, you know, Jupiter's expansion. So Jupiter wants to throw all these projects, throw all these tasks and duties on you, and the sun is shining light on that. But the sun is like, look, you know, you got to get this shit together. And so, you know, you'll see some people being overwhelmed because they've taken on too much, because Jupiter told them, I can take on all of this. I can do it. I know what to do. And, you know, having these big bushy eyes and not actually paying attention to all the things that you're taking on. And remember, we're also in Virgo season. So the sun is in Virgo. Virgo likes to perfect things. Virgo also likes to please people. And since Virgo likes to please people, and then you have Jupiter over here, and they're squaring each other off because Jupiter's in Sagittarius right now. Now you're seeing the low vibrational part of Virgo season, right? So that is the overanalyzing, that is the overproducing, that is the taking of too much at one time. What's going on, Doug? Peace, how you doing? How was your weekend? But that's Virgo, low vibrational Virgo in a nutshell, is taking on too much and trying to please everyone and everything, and also trying to make everything perfect. All right. So be careful how you take on, how many projects you take on, how many duties or responsibilities you take on, whether this is at work, this is in your home life, this is in your friendships, this is in relationships with family members, whatever the case is, even with yourself, with your own self-development projects, right? Because I feel like that's one piece of the puzzle that most people don't talk about, is your own self-development. And your own self-development could be, you know, working out. It could be, you know, reading self-help books. It could be, you know, beauty and, you know, anything cosmetic and stuff like that. All right. So because Jupiter and the sun is squaring, it can make you like extremely confident, right? Extremely confident, because you got the sun that represents confidence, because remember, the sun represents Leo. Okay. We all know that Leos are very confident. So we got this confidence coupled with Jupiter, which is expansion. So now you have this overconfidence, right? And proud, lucky, and optimistic, because remember, Jupiter rules Sagittarius. Sagittarius is optimism too. Okay. Also spirituality. Okay. So you may have seen some people that were super preachy yesterday, or you may have seen how people were overdoing it at church yesterday. Okay. Overdoing it at church, overdoing it on YouTube. Whether it's anything with spirituality or enlightenment or anything like that, or religion, you may have seen that yesterday, or even that will spill over into today as well. Okay. So let's move on to today. So today we have Mars trine Saturn. So we know Mars is action. We know Saturn is authority. Saturn is organization, right? And it's also development, and hard work, work ethic, all that good stuff. So now's the time when most people will be feeling, you know, like they have the strength to take on harder tasks that they've been trying to complete, or that they want to complete, or that they desire to complete. Now you'll see more people have more strength to do so, right? But then Mars is also initiative, because Mars rules Aries, and we know Aries like to initiate. Mars initiate different things, whether it's projects, whether it's relationships, whether it's conversations, and social events and stuff like that. So, you know, you may be wanting to initiate different projects, and this will be the good time to do so, to start them off. Remember, I talked about how Virgo season is not necessarily the time to do a whole lot of movement, but we're getting so much closer to Libra season that now, with the aspects that are surrounding us, it's more of a good time now to start initiating those projects. Or remember, like I said, you know, now you've been developing, now you can get into the testing phase before you actually go full throttle, right? And then let's see, you'll find more efficient ways to get things done. What's up, Taylor? Squad. You'll find more efficient ways to get things done because we know we have Saturn there. We have Saturn in this trine. Remember, like I said earlier, trines and sextiles are really, really good, very harmonious energy, and utilize the energy. Don't just sit there and just let it go by the wayside. Use it, okay? You'll follow through with passionate work because remember, Mars is big and expansive, loves to be in fire energy, okay? And so that's why you have that passionate work involved in that. And especially with Saturn, that's work. Some people may have been having an increased sex drive. You know, I've been talking over the last couple weeks. Every week, and I think I mentioned this in last week's live video, is that every week we've had some type of sexual aspect or energy surrounding some of the aspects for the week, okay? Oh, and with that increased sex drive, you'll have the desire to be around more toned, muscular people, or wanting to, or having a desire to lust after them, right? So once again, that is like, you may see somebody who you normally probably wouldn't be attracted to, or you probably wouldn't pay attention to them, but now you're actually seeing them. And it's like, because Saturn is strong, Saturn is like daddy, father figure. So this may be, you know, an older man, or somebody that's more mature, or their body is more mature, right? So y'all let me know if y'all been experiencing any of these energies over this last couple days. And don't forget that if you want to check on the energies from the prior week, you can always do that. I always leave these live videos open. And don't forget, if you'd like to book a personal reading, the information is always in the description box. I'm not sure if I put it in there this time, but you can always go to a previous video. I'll have it in there before the video is done, before we're done with the live, I believe. Okay, let's see what else. And just like I said, long-term relationships, because remember, Saturn is longevity. Okay, Saturn is longevity. You want things to last. And so once again, like I said, with those attractions to people who may be older or younger than you, those feelings and desires may be a little bit more stronger now than they have been in the recent past, especially since when Virgo season started, most people were kind of like in solitude, in that hermit mode. All right. And this could also bring lasting success and practical results from business, finance deals, real estate, legal proceedings. If you wanted to start a large business, and also laying the foundations. And what else is there? And I think, yeah, I think that's it for that one. What else is there? Yeah, that's it for that one. All right. So let's move on to September 12th. And September 12th is, what day is that? That's Thursday. Thursday. Okay. Thursday is also Jupiter Day, just an FYI, Jupiter Day. So if you're a Sagittarius, that's typically your day. Fridays are Venus days, so Venusian days. So that's typically like Taurus or Libra. Those are the days for Taurus and Libra. Saturdays are for Saturn. So that's like Capricorn. I can't remember if there's another one for Saturn. But we'll talk more about that at a later date, about the days of the week and who the natural rulers of each day are and how to best utilize the energy for those days, okay? So on the 12th, which is Thursday, we have Mars square Jupiter. So we have the Planet of action, the god of war, squaring off with Jupiter, the planet of expansion. All right. Whew. Interesting energy. However, I don't feel like it's negative. Okay. Even though it's a square, I don't think it's negative or too challenging. It's depending on what you have going on in your own chart. Okay. So remember, I talked about that initiative, getting things started, having more energy to initiate things, whether this is new projects, whether this is taking on new risks. And you want the risk to bring very big or large scale success. This is a good time to do that. But the best way to do it is to make sure that you kind of pre-plan and strategize versus just kind of running into it, like what Mars likes to do, just run into shit. Don't do that. Don't just run into things. Have some thought processes or some, like I said, you know, about that research from, what aspect was that? From the Mercury, Trine, Pluto. You can use that energy right there. You know, doing more research, doing more investigation. You know, not too much to where you're overthinking and you all in your head and you can't make a decision. Not that, okay? But just do a little bit more research. Have a strategy on how you're going to approach different projects or how you're going to approach new developments that are happening within your own life. Let's see. Oh, yeah. So always make sure that you are considering the consequences to your actions, because that Mars square Jupiter, you know, you may be quick to want to fight. You may be quick to want to tell somebody, fuck you, and all that kind of stuff. You may be quick to want to do that, but just make sure that you are bearing in mind that this, whatever you do during this time will have a effect, and you have to be okay with whatever consequence or advantage that comes with it. Okay. And so in this case, defense is better than rapid action because you'll have like emotional and physical burnout. So don't overexert yourself with working out, you know, trying to show out for other people at the gym. Okay, don't do that. That's not a good way to utilize the energy. Instead, you know, take more of a strategic approach. So, you know, if you're going to use more weights, if you're going to have a longer workout, you know, have a plan in place as to how you're going to tackle that versus just kind of going in and just saying, fuck it. Don't do that. So the big aspect for the week is that we have the full moon in Pisces on this coming Saturday. All right. The full moon in Pisces. So let's talk about the full moon. We know the full moon are culmination points. We also know that the full moon is completions and endings, but it's also an opportunity for rebirth and new beginnings. So make sure you set your intentions for this full moon. When your own internal spirit, your own intuition tells you to move, to set intentions or to meditate. Okay. And then we have Pisces, dreamy, you know, kind of go with the flow, watery type of situation. All right. So with this full moon, it'll be a small test of faith, because with Pisces, it's like having that faith and knowing that things are going to work out regardless of how they look or seem at this present moment, right? So utilize what I just said, right? Having faith and knowing that things will work out or have already worked out. You just haven't seen them in the physical realm just yet, okay? Remember that. This is Pisces energy. Pisces can be dreamy because Pisces is ruled by Neptune. So it can be dreamy, kind of delusional, but it's like they always have this dreamy idea or imagination. So your imagination may be peaked during this time. Things from your past or future desires, you know, you may have dreams about them. So pay attention to that during this full moon cycle, all right? Because, you know, full moon cycle lasts about 2 weeks. So from Saturday to 2 weeks after that, all right? So there also could be a risk of deception and confusion because, remember, Neptune rules Pisces. And we also have some Neptune transits that are that'll be happening during this full moon in Pisces. And so there could be a cause for moodiness, anger, impulsive actions. Remember, the full moon will be, I think it's opposing the sun, right? Yes, the full moon will be opposing the sun. The sun is in Virgo. We know Virgo is an earth sign. The moon is going to be in the water sign. So remember, whenever water and earth come together, so whenever water and dirt come together, what do you get? You get dirt. You get mud. That's what you get. You get mud. You get murky stuff. Okay, so this could this could very well be a time where people are not seeing clearly. They're not seeing clearly, but it also could be a time where you are taking your very close relationships, because Pisces love family. They do. They love family. They love home. They love close relationships. This could be a time for you to take your close relationships and your home life under a magnifying glass and see what's going on, right? Because remember, the sun is still in Virgo. Virgo is analysis. Virgo is seeking out perfection. Virgo is also, picking shit apart, okay? Narcissism to a certain extent, in the low vibrational sense of Virgo season, okay? But this is a good opportunity or time to dissect the relationships that are good for you, the relationships that are not so good, and devise a plan as to how you want to move forward with these particular relationships, whether this is your home, whether this is work, whether this is your partner, friendships, family members, children, okay? You may have to revisit some of the tactics or strategies that you're utilizing with your own kids to see how best to navigate them to be where you want them to be. What's up, GK? What? He's talking about the primary zodiac sign has arrived. Everyone can now be seated. Anyways, I know how to play with you. Okay. So again, with the sun opposite moon, like I said, there may be some tension regarding, work versus your home, your needs versus your wants, because remember, Pisces is dreamy. Pisces is Neptunian energy. Is like rose-colored glasses. You put them on and all you see is rainbows, butterflies, and fucking unicorns. Okay, that's essentially what this is. And then there can also be like inner tension, because the sun is telling you, look, I need you to pay attention to this. I need you to pick this apart. And then the moon is like, I don't want to do that. I want to live in my fantasy world. I don't want to face reality, and I don't want to use logic and reason and practicality right now, Earth sign Virgo. I don't want to do that. All right. So be careful of this, because this could drain your energy, because you could create your own conflicts within these particular relationships. Like I said, work, home, your internal and external world. So that's your own mental and emotional houses or internal conflictions, you may be causing yourself because of this aspect. And close relationships, like love relationships, friendships, and family. So the best way to use this energy, right, is to use this increased emotional strength and intuition to overcome relationship issues and challenges, right? You'll be able to see clearly the disharmony between your relationships, what's going on, but also, use this energy to, devise a plan to fix it. You can't say that there's a problem or issue, or recognize that there is one, and not put in the time and effort, if you actually give a damn about it, not put in the time and effort to fix it or to make it better, because that's all what Virgo season is about. It's about making ish better. All right. Then we have Jupiter square Neptune. And like I said, it's a test of faith. And because it's Neptune, Neptune can lead to, if you don't pay attention, you could get sidetracked, and it could cause disappointment and embarrassment. Like you may do something that may embarrass you in front of other people, or it really should embarrass you in front of yourself, because you were, for example, when we talk about close relationships. So this could be, you may have a spouse, maybe a girlfriend or a boyfriend, husband or wife, right? And they say, hey, I'm going to go out for drinks with the fellas or with the girls, right? And then one of your girlfriends or homeboys call you up and is like, look, I see your husband, wife, whoever over here booed up with such and such. I don't know who this person is, and blah, blah, blah. And you're over there like, I don't, he said he or she said they were with somebody and whatever, right? And you could look like a fool in front of these other people, and they'll send you proof and everything, take a picture, send it to you. And then now you have this, dumbfounded look on your face, because somebody else was able to see something that you you weren't seeing because you were so blinded by how amazing and perfect this person was. You see what I'm saying? And it can even play out in work situations. So, you know, you may be thinking that your ass is about to get a promotion. Okay. You could be thinking that you're about to get a promotion or a raise, and your manager or the leader of your group, you know, been stringing you along all this time. Really and truly, you know, they've been talking shit about you behind your back, and one of your coworkers or somebody else from another group or something like that may have come and told you, hey, look, this is what's going on. You're like, nah, that's not going on. We have such a great relationship. And then come down the line when it's time to get raises, when it's time to get promotions, that shit don't happen. Now you're embarrassed and you're disappointed because you didn't get what you thought that you were going to get, because you weren't paying attention to the signs and synchronicities. You weren't looking at the shit that was right in your face that you really weren't paying attention to, because you were just so, I don't know, in awe or in illusion or delusion about what was really going on, because somebody was putting on the show anyways. They's being fake and phony. Okay. So this is a good time to use your discernment, use your intuition. So, and in order for you to use your intuition for it to work, you got to make sure that you are putting things in and on your body that are good for you. That's how you build up your intuition, right? Because your intuition needs to be, your soul needs to be fed good things, right? You got to keep all of your organs and everything working properly in order for you to get the information that needs to be received. Period. Then we have Mars opposite Neptune. So there's weakness, feelings of inadequacy. It's also discouragement, not feeling encouraged to do things, because remember, Neptune is illusionment, is delusion, and then Mars is, you know, action. But when it's opposite Neptune, you don't feel like it. You don't feel like going. You don't, because something disappointed you. Something or someone disappointed you. And then we have Mars square Jupiter. And so it gives energy to take risks, because Jupiter is risk, Jupiter is gambling, Mars is action. Okay. So some solutions would be to let your deep feelings emerge or come out into the open, and it'll allow you to see what was being buried deep within your spirit, within your soul, and be able to figure out how to make it better. Simple as that. Get your feelings, release that shit, because remember, full moons are about releasing. It's about releasing, closing things out, completing things. There are some things that you just got to let go. Okay, let the shit go. All right. So, and because when you do that, it's like a sigh of relief, and so you're able to gain more control over your emotions because of this particular aspect that we're having. Or with all these aspects, actually, I think it's what, 1, 2, 3, 4. It's like 4 or 5 different aspects with this full moon. So it's a lot of movement within the energies this weekend and surrounding this weekend, right? Because remember, the full moon energy, most times the full moon, we'll see it full in the sky before it actually happens or is projected to be happening. And let's see. And remember, I think, wasn't there something with Pluto here this week? Yeah, with death and transformation with Pluto. That was with that Mercury trine Pluto yesterday. So I think that's it for the astrology. Excuse me. Gotta give me some water. All that talking. All right. So now I'm going to get into the astrology. I'm sorry, the tarot, y'all. Spirit, what messages do you have for the collective for this week? How can they best utilize the energy to bring down their manifestations into this 3D dimension? What guidance can you provide to the collective this week? I thank you in advance for your clear and concise messages, and know that you are always welcome here to provide us with what we need to stay on our highest and greatest good. All right, y'all. Now I'm using this Tarot of Dreams deck, but I think I may get my regular deck too. I'm still learning this deck, child. I think I may use a conjunction of both. I think I may have the Tarot Dreams as the main card, and then the Universal Weights Tarot deck for clarification. All right. How y'all doing in there? Y'all good? Y'all good? Y'all learning anything? That's the whole purpose of me doing these lives, is for one, for y'all to learn something. And you know, you can always come back and reference this video as the week goes on. If you see your mood starting to change, if you're starting to see things are going in a different direction and not necessarily how you want them to manifest, come back to this video and see if there's some information in here that'll help you get through this, get through the energies for the week. All right. All right. We're going to start with Aries. What message do you have for the sign of Aries for this week? How can they utilize the... Oh, that's a lot of cards, Aries. I don't think we're going to take all of them. Let's see. Let that one go. See if we can get any more cards, or if it's just that one. Okay, just that one. Let's see. This is the Priestess. All right, so the Priestess is, hey, you know what? You get more in tune with your spiritual self, your spirit man. You're building your spirituality, your spirit man up this week. There may be some enlightenment that you receive this week. So be paying attention to your dreams. Be paying attention to things that you're hearing, that you're seeing, even things that other people are telling you in conversation. You may pick up on something that you may have had some confusion on, or that you needed some clarity on, and it'll be coming through this week. So make sure you're paying attention to that. Let's see if we can get a clarification card. And if you notice in this card, there's also a full moon in this card. This is also, you know, having that balance between your light and dark side, or your low vibrational and your high vibrational side. And this could really be for certain situations that may have put you in more dark energy or more light energy. All right. And then what's clarifying this card is the Five of Pentacles. So you may be wanting clarification or needing clarification or enlightenment on something dealing with your money, whether that's a job, whether that's entrepreneurship type of situation, or even buying goods and stuff like that, because we do know that Aries love to buy shit. All right. So this could be about purchasing something, about buying something. But this is also spiritual enlightenment about coming out of lack. Some of y'all may have been in some type of lack or even voluntary suffering here, because we have the Five of Pentacles. And you could have been following somebody else that was putting you in this energy where you were lacking. And this could be like your higher and lower self too, right? Because we have the High Priestess. So your higher and lower self could have been at odds, or you could have been following more of your darker energy or your low vibrational energy. No, ma'am, I just started. Hey, Taylor, I just started with the tarot. So we're on Aries right now. All right. So Aries, okay. Look for the clarity. Look for the clarity. And it's going to help you. It really is. It says darkness into darkness, the key to all mystery. That's what it says on this Torah. This is what they call a Torah in the tarot. Darkness into darkness, the key to all mystery. Interesting. Whatever that means. And then we have the strength card here too at the bottom of the deck. So, and then we'll check this out. You see that infinite abundance symbol that's above her head? You're infinitely abundant. Okay. Pay attention to that. Pay attention to what's happening this week. because you may be getting some information on some money, honey. Okay, Taurus. All right, Taurus card came out on out. Let's see if we can get one more. Well, that's all. All right, I think that's it. The Queen of Swords. I wish Third War Colombian was in here, my boy. So the Queen of Swords, Taurus. The Queen of Swords is, like I said last week, I think somebody else got this last week, but it's that head over heart situation where you are making choices that are more logical than they are with, you know, your feelings and emotions all over yourself. You understand? This is also making clear and concise decisions based on information that you've been receiving. And then looking at people with the side eye when they try to come at you sideways and let them know, look, I ain't got time for it. We not with the shits over here. We not with the shits. You also may be dealing with a Libra. Spirit, why is this Queen of Swords here? That's too many cards, but let's see what we got. We got the Seven of Swords, and we got the Moon card. So this is definitely things coming to light. You may be able to see who's been fake and phony, who's been stealing. Somebody may have been stealing from you. I don't know your life, but that could be a possibility. And like I said, with the Moon card, it's things coming to light. You being able to see things for what they are, because you see that the dog and the wolf, they're howling at the moon. They're being able to, they're making noise for you to see what's happening, to wake up that moon. You see what I'm saying? They trying to wake the moon up. And with this Seven of Swords in reverse position, this is definitely you being able to see. Okay, you being able to see who's been betraying you, who's been doing shit behind your back, who's been talking shit about you. Okay, or who's trying to pull the wool over your eyes. Good luck with that, Taurus. Good job. What's next? Gemini. Spirit messages do you have for Gemini for this week? Gemini, you had one that popped up and popped right back down. What's up with that? Y'all in y'all head again? I know Gemini stay in their head. Okay. Y'all got two cards, and we're going to take them. We got the Devil card, and then we have the World card. Let's talk about it. Okay, because these are two interesting energies. So you have the Devil. That is restriction. That is also Capricorn in the tarot. That's also you kind of being caged in or locked in, and you have the ability to be free. You know what I'm saying? And I see here with this Seven of Wands that's clarifying the Devil card. You've been fighting, okay, and you don't want to fight anymore. You're tired of this fight, tired of the struggle, just tired of having to. Wow, that's interesting. Tired of having to constantly fight for what you need or what you want. So this may definitely be something in regards to like a job, or Taylor says my favorite sign, I love to hate and hate to love. Girl, I know they are complete opposite. That's why. But what was I saying? Okay, yeah. So we got the Devil card, and clarifying the Devil card is this Seven of Wands. So that's his struggle, and I really feel like it's an internal struggle. It's an internal struggle. And it's because y'all always in y'all head. Get out of your head. I told y'all this last week. Don't allow Virgo season to drive your ass crazy because you trying to do this, you trying to do that, you trying to please this person, don't do that. This is not the time for that. Don't be in that low vibrational energy, because it's going to exhaust you mentally and physically. It's going to exhaust you. And then we have the World card and the Wheel of Fortune. And if you notice on the Wheel card and the Wheel of Fortune, both of them are round compasses. Okay. That's basically saying the wheels are turning. The wheels are turning, and they're turning in your favor if only you would get yourself out of this cage. Get your ass out of the cage. Come out and play. Get out of the cage and stop with this fight. And really and truly, this is a fight with self. This ain't no fight with nobody else. There's nobody else here. There's nobody else here. It's just you. It's your own internal fight. You can have what you desire or what you want to manifest. You can have these things if you would only get yourself out of your head and out of this struggle and fight that's an internal conflict. And I talked about that this week. So you may be feeling some more of that energy with this full moon. But remember, I've already talked about how to best utilize the energy of the full moon. Set your intentions. If you find yourself getting overwhelmed or being too much in your head, take a step back. Recognize what's happening, what's going on, and then immediately move out of that. Find whatever it is that keeps you calm or keeps you motivated to keep going. Don't fall back into hermit mode and put yourself in a cage on purpose, but then all the while you over here inflicting pain on yourself, okay? And you're not able to get the manifestations or the desires of your heart because you're too busy in your head. Look at this. This is that research and development and investigation that I talked about with that Mars trine Pluto that we had yesterday. So we know Gemini, we know when you get up in your head too much that you could start, you'll have all of these great goals, visions, and dreams, and you never get anything done. Well, maybe you'll take one of those things this week, do some research on it, don't overdo it, do some research on it, and then see how you can bring it into fruition. All right? All right. Let's see, who's next? Cancer. What's going on, Rudimp? What's going on, Tanya? How you doing? I'm just going through the tarot for each of the 12 signs. I'm moving to Cancer now. Thanks for joining me. I appreciate it. Oh, Cancer. Cancer, you got the Chariot. And let's see if we can get one more card from the Tarot of Dreams. If not, then we're going to move on to clarification. Spirit, are there any other messages for the sign of Cancer? Okay. No. All right. And then if you notice at the top of the card, hold on. There's Cancer symbol at the top of the card. So this is definitely you showing up and your own reading for this week. Fearless class. All right. Oh. Okay, we got two cards for clarification. We got the Death card and we got the Emperor. Oh my God. What's up? Y'all, my sister in the chat. Y'all say hello to my sister. Say Danita right there. Danita Robinson. No, Tanya, you haven't missed Pisces. Pisces is at the end, unfortunately. So give me some time. I'm getting there. All right. So with the Chariot card, that's making a emotional or subconscious move, right? This is training your subconscious mind to move on, to move away, but to do it quickly and swiftly. Because we know how Cancers can sit in shit for too long. They can hold grudges too long. They can hold grudges too long. They can sit in a particular energy complaining too long. That all that is low vibrational energy. We don't want you doing that. We want you to move forward and train your subconscious mind to get out of your head and your emotions. And then we have the Death card clarifying. So remember I told y'all about this week with the full moon in Pisces, that's a completion or ending. Maybe there may be an ending to something that you have been really upset about or something that's been bothering you. And then we have the Emperor card. So that's, making yourself out to be somebody that's solid. That's somebody that's solid, that's learning from your past experiences and not holding on to things that no longer serve you. That includes people, places, things, and situations. All right. So, Cancer, good luck. I'm glad y'all finally getting y'all complaining ass and moving on. Don't hold grudges. They don't help you or serve you. All right. Leo, spirit messages do you have? Oh, shoot. Leo, the King of Wands. Let's see if we can get one more card. If not, we're going to move on to clarification. All right. How y'all doing out there? Y'all good? Y'all good? Let's move on to clarification. And this is for Leo. So Leo, look like y'all making some decisions and standing firm on those decisions to move or to take some action. And y'all have the death card just like Cancer. So there are some things, people, places, and situations that y'all gonna have to let go or let die down. And this could be like old ideologies and thought processes that you had on certain situations that put you in a place where you were confused or you were in chaos, because we do know that Leo is this big, expansive energy, but Leo also doesn't focus on the details. All right. So then maybe now, since we're in Virgo season, you're able to pay attention to the details and to properly plan and strategize on actions that need to be taken. All right. So good luck, Leo. All right. Virgo. Spirit, what messages do we have for the sign of Virgo for this week? Virgo, there were 3 cards that fell out. Okay, if these cards come back out, we'll take them. All right. Okay. Virgo, we got the Palace of Wands. Let's see if we can get one more card. If not, like I said, we'll go to clarification. All right. So the Palace of Wands, let's talk about that. That's about passion, drive, determination. And remember, I told y'all that this week is a good week to fulfill passionate work with that Saturn. We had a Saturn. Mars trine Saturn. Yep. And that's actually today. But remember, energy is fluid. So this energy could range anywhere from now to a few days out, or you could have been feeling this over the past weekend. And then the clarification for the Palace of Wands is this Queen of Wands. So that's more fire energy. That's definitely, making some sound decisions on action to take, just like Leo, right? Yeah, just like Leo. Let's see if we can get a little bit more clarification. And then we have the Page of Pentacles. So that's action that needs to be taken on whatever new money-making opportunity this is, whether it's you're looking for a new job, whether you're looking to start a new arm of your entrepreneurship brand, or if it's, something like trading or, anything that has to do with material wealth and possessions. This is definitely the time to make some decisions on that and to be passionate about it. Don't overthink it, Virgo. We know y'all like to overthink it, try to make things perfect, but sometimes you got to just get started. All right. Sometimes you just got to get started. And I really feel like that's what's happening for y'all this week, is that y'all have to make a decision to get started on something. Whatever that is, get started on it now. And it definitely has something to do with money. We know y'all earth signs. Earth signs love that money. Love money, stability, and longevity. Use this energy this week to sit down, make a strategy, devise a plan, and get it in motion. All right. Scorpio. No, Libra, right? My bad. I was about to leave out Libra. All right. Spirit, what messages do you have for the sign of Libra? Woo. Hold on, Libra. Libra, we got the Death card. And we got the 8 of Coins, which is also the 8 of Pentacles. All right. The Death card is Scorpio in the tarot. So some of y'all may be dealing with a Scorpio, and Scorpio season is right after y'all. So this could be energy that could be lingering, or you may be experiencing during Scorpio season or closer to Scorpio season. All right. So remember, I talked about this week with this full moon in Pisces that we're having on Saturday. It's like death that's happening for old situations, old occurrences, old relationships, old people, old news. Get rid of the shit. Okay. And especially because we have the 8 of Coins here. The 8 of Coins is really the 8 of Pentacles. That's you taking a good look at what you've been manifesting, how you've been manifesting it, and how you can make more money, okay? Because the 8 is not the 10. We know at the 10, that's completion, you know, so that you can move on to a new cycle or a new level of material wealth. So let's clarify these cards. Oh. All right. So for the death card, we got the Page of Swords. So the Page of Swords is very optimistic, but the Page of Swords also takes a good look at what's transpiring, what's going on. So that's why the death card is here, because now you're realizing, and remember with this Neptune energy, now you're realizing what is going on. The wool has been lifted, the veil has been lifted off your eyes, you took the rose-colored glasses off. Now you can actually see what's transpiring and what needs to come to a complete end or completion, okay? And then let's clarify the 8 of Coins. And the Page of Swords also is able to see like this big picture, like that Leo energy. See the big picture, but also see, since we're in this Virgo season, see where you can make adjustments, where you can make, see where you can make an adjustment, and also see where you can improve things. We got the Wheel of Fortune. So this is definitely taking time to research and develop how to make more money, how to bring in more material wealth and possessions. Because as we know, okay, Libra, they like money too. My nephew is a Libra and he like money, okay? And that's how you're able to create balance this week, all right? Let something die off, let something end, whatever that is, whoever that may be, or whatever situation that is. Let it die, but pay attention to what's going on, what's surrounding you, and look at how you can make things better within your own material world, because there's your focus this week is on money. Without a doubt. All right. Scorpio. Spirit messages do we have for the sign of Scorpio for this week? No. All right, let's see if we can get one more. Hold on. Whoa. Okay, this is interesting. So we got the 5 of Coins, which is the 5 of Pentacles. Oh, thank you, Pre-Spirit Erica. Thank you. And this is the 4 of Coins. So we got the 4 and the 5. All right. This is interesting. This is sequential order. Okay. I'm sorry. This is not the 4. This is the 9. Yeah. No, 6. Lord, I can't see. Okay. This is the 4 and the 5 and the 6. 5 and 6. There we go. I don't know where I was going with that. Anyways, we got the 5 and 6 of Pentacles. So that's that energy where you're moving from lack, because the 5 of Pentacles is lack, moving from lack to balance. Balance being restored in your material world. So if some of y'all been having some experiences where your money has been funny, you know, the finances ain't right. And we got the 10 of Wands clarifying the 5 of Coins or the 5 of Pentacles. That definitely has something to do with you carrying too much on your plate, juggling too much, especially since we've been in Virgo season. Then we got the King of Swords clarifying the 6 of Coins. So that's that mental clarity. That's that mental clarity, or really just somebody making themselves known to help you or to bring more balance into your material world, whether it's with finances, whether it's with, I don't know, maybe hobbies or something like that. But, or even this is you being able to restore balance because now you figured out, you know what, I am suffering or in lack because I'm carrying too much. I got too many bills. I'm taking care of too much for too many people. Okay. So let the shit go, drop the shit off. All right. Drop it off and restore the balance back into your life. It's simple as that. Don't overthink it. Don't overdo it. Don't overthink it, Scorpio. And we know Scorpio, we know that y'all got it. You got it. All right. Sagittarius, Squad, Doug, Taylor, Rude. Let's see what we got. All right. So we also got the Palace of Wands. That's moving with fire, with passion, drive, desire, moving on those things. Let's see what we're going to get to clarify. So we have the Six of Swords, clarifying the Palace of Wands. The Six of Swords, you know, there had to been some movement away from things that may have been pissing you off, whether this was people, whether this is places, situations, whether it's work, it's, you know, relationships with friends, your kids, you know, your significant other. This could be it. This could be what y'all are moving or taking action on, moving away from, or just devising a new plan on how to go at it or how to deal with it. All right. Let's see if I can get one more card for clarification for the Palace of Wands and this Six of Swords. All right. So we actually got two cards. We got the Nine of Wands and we got the Three of Swords in reverse. So there was definitely something that you were very passionate about. And like I said, this could have been something dealing with work. This could be dealing with something with a love relationship, a partnership, relatives, kids. But definitely something that when you felt like you were heartbroken, there was some pain and agony. That's why you had to move. You had to leave. You had to get away from that shit. Okay? Because you're probably going to hurt somebody if you didn't. I'm just saying. And it put you in this position where you were afraid to make a move. Okay? It put you in this position where you were afraid to make a move. And now you have made up your mind to make a move to get going. Whatever that is. Whatever you need to make a move on, whatever you need to get going with, get to getting. Do what you need to do. All right? And stay away from things, people, places, and situations. Whether you may have been dealing with an air sign that's Libra, Aquarius, and Gemini. Some of y'all may have been dealing with one or all three of those people. I don't know. I don't know your life. But it's time to move away, right? It's time to move away from things that no longer serve you. Remember, we have the full moon in Pisces on Saturday. Full moons, completions, endings, but these are also rebirths. So this is a rebirth and you being able to take action and movement on things that you have passions for, things that you desire, things that you want to manifest and bring into this particular material world, this 3D dimension that we're living in right now. All right. So good luck, Sagittarius. Take that advice. All right. Capricorn. Spirit, what messages do you have for the sign of Capricorn for this week? Oh. All right. So for Capricorn, we got the Five of Cups. Look at her. She look out distressed and in duress. All right, what's going on, Capricorn? Okay. Stop paying attention to things that didn't work. I don't know how many times I've had to tell y'all this. I think I had to remind y'all about this in your monthly tarot reading. I think I had to remind y'all this month and last month. Correct me if I'm wrong. If you haven't checked out any of the readings, go ahead and check them out. I'm still working on the rest of them, y'all. I overdid it this week. I'm sorry. Some of y'all haven't got y'all yet. All right. But this is like, you know, paying too much attention or putting too much stock in what ain't working, what didn't work, who it didn't work with, why it didn't work. Coming up with all these goddamn scenarios and harping too much. I just told Cancer to let that shit go. You gotta let it go. That's this Five of Cups here. So we got the Eight of Wands. Okay, you didn't move fast on getting your ass out of this energy. That's number one. Move fast on getting yourself out of this energy. And there could be a lot of things that are happening at one time that put you in this somber feeling or put you in this feeling where you don't feel accomplished or you feel inadequate. And that's not the truth. That's not the case. Those are illusions. Remember, I talked about the Neptunian energy. These are illusions. These are not truth. Because if you look at this card, you know, she has three cups in the front of her feet that are that have spilled over, that have failed. But she's not even paying attention to the cards, the cups that are back here that are sitting up and they're illuminated. There's light shining on. You too busy paying attention to, and see, that's another thing. You got to be grateful for your accomplishments, regardless of where you are at this particular time. You got to be grateful for what you've been accomplishing, for what you have done, for what you are doing in the present moment. Okay, you do. Then we have the Two of Wands. for further clarification. So, you know, now it's time to take stock of what didn't work. And remember, this is Virgo season. You're taking stock of what didn't work, but then also devising a plan on how to make it better or how to do something different so that you can get the results that you desired in the first goddamn place, right? And so Spirit is saying now it's time for you to look and see what else is out there for you. Because what you've been working on or what you have worked on, yeah, some of the things may haven't worked, but okay, whatever. You know, get your ass up, dust your feet off, put some peroxide, Neosporin, and Band-Aid on that bitch and keep going. Simple. Aquarius. Spirit messages do you have for the sign of Aquarius for this week? What guidance can we provide to Aquarian? All right, Aquarius, you got a few cards. Let's see. Okay, we got 2 cards. We got the 9 of Cups. That's good. And we got the Wheel. Even better. Even better. Let me take a sip of water real quick. All right. 9 of Cups. That's emotional satisfaction right here. Emotional satisfaction. Like you're coming to the end of whatever it is that you've been working on. Okay. And with cups, we know cups are emotions. Cups are communication. You may be closing a deal this week. Okay. Especially with this Wheel card here, which is also the Wheel of Fortune in the tarot, in the traditional tarot. Some of y'all may be dealing with a Pisces. Okay, some of y'all may be dealing with a Pisces, but this is definitely water energy here. Remember, the full moon in Pisces is happening on Saturday, so there's definitely a culmination point. This is going to be a transformative point, a next level, a next step in the process, a completion, but the ending of a cycle for a reward. All right, let's see why this 9 of Cups is here. We got the Knight of Swords. Okay. The Knight of Swords with this 9 of Cups, there's some fast communication that's coming in. There's definitely some fast communication that's coming in. And this could be your own intuitive nudge, okay? This could be your own intuitive nudge. So let's see if we can get more clarification on this 9 of Cups. Okay. Yep. We got the 2 of Pentacles. So there's a decision that needs to be made, but you're making a decision quite swiftly because the 9 of Cups is here. And the Knight of Swords. The Knight of Swords, that's swift movement. Okay, that's swift mental movement too. So you won't be in limbo or trying to figure out or weigh your options out too much longer, especially since this full moon is happening. And this is definitely, or it could be, but I really feel like this is definitely something dealing with some type of money situation, whether this is a legal proceeding, whether this is something dealing with a contract, or this is something dealing with entrepreneurial goals, a promotion at work. This is definitely something dealing with your material wealth and possessions, something that you can actually tangibly see, touch, feel, taste. All right. And let's clarify this Wheel card. Nice Wheel card. All right. Yeah. This is, hey, I see a lot of people, hey, y'all leveling up this week when it comes to the money. We got the 8 of Pentacles. That's clarifying the Wheel card or the Wheel of Fortune. So there's definitely, some work that you've been putting in, and now you're going to see or reap the benefits of what you've been working on. Yeah, without a doubt. We got the 5 of Wands, and it may come to you in a non-traditional way. Okay, it may come to you in a non-traditional way, the way that someone delivers the information to you or communicates the information to you, or it may come in an unconventional way in how they go about presenting something to you. Okay, so make sure you're paying attention to your emails, paying attention to Your text messages, make sure your voicemail is open where people can leave you a voicemail. You don't understand how that bothers me. People have a voicemail and I can't leave a voicemail because one, it's not set up, or two, it has too many voicemails in there and your ass hasn't cleaned them out. All right. So be looking for this fast communication that's coming in about whatever reward you're receiving or that you're getting. Some of y'all may be getting a settlement. Yeah, some of y'all may be getting a settlement. Or like I said, this could just be simply something that's coming into this physical realm that's tangible, and it's definitely dealing with some dinero, some money, honey. Okay. All right, Aquarius. We got some money. Hey, don't forget to send some out here to sis. No, just kidding. I'm just kidding. Oh, also, if you guys would like to book a personal reading, y'all can email me at info@IamWellVersed.com. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram at IamWellVersed. All the same names, okay? And I'll make sure that when I'm done with this live video that I go back in and fill in the description box, because I can't remember if I did it. I don't think I did. And let's move on to Pisces. Spirit messages do we have for the sign of Pisces for this week? All right, Pisces. We have a card to come on out. Oh, Ten of Swords. Interesting. All right, let's clarify this Ten of Swords. Spirit, why is this Ten of Swords here? Okay, hold on. We're taking that card. But there's also another card that flipped over. Hold on, y'all. I know I heard a card flip over. Okay, maybe I thought I did. Okay, so for the Ten of Swords, we're clarifying with the Star card in reverse. All right, you here, Tanya? All right, this you. And let's see if we can get one more card for clarification. Spirit, why is this Ten of Swords here? I'm an Aries queen. Yes, sis. Yours are way at the beginning. Come on now. But I'm almost done, so you'll be able to catch the replay in just a few minutes here. Sorry, why is this Ten of Swords here? So, Pisces, y'all been carrying a lot on your back. Been carrying a lot on your back. Now, what we do know about the Ten of Swords is you're at the end of it. Okay, that's too many cards. You're at the end of it, which is good. And I think it put you in this position where you weren't able to be your true, authentic self. But let's see if we can get more information. And also, you were kind of in the dark on certain situations. Hold on, y'all. I got a few cards that popped up. Let's see what's going on. We got the Death card. Again, a lot of people have been getting the Death card. We got the Ace of Wands here. All right. Let's talk about this real quick. Let me get a little bit of water. All right. So with this Ten of Swords, you could be feeling like there's a lot that's been holding you down. That's also restriction. That's restriction. That is you being unable to move about, to move around. This is also, you know, a lot of mental anguish and conflict and challenges that you've been experiencing. Okay. And so now Spirit is saying, because you've had that, and I really feel like whatever situation this is, you weren't able to shine. For some odd reason, there was some restriction on you being able to shine, you being able to show up and show out, right? There's been some restriction with this because the Sun card is in reverse. When it's in the upright, the Star card, you're able to shine. And this is actually Aquarius's card in the tarot. So some of y'all may have been dealing with an Aquarius. But now there's a death, a transformation, a rebirth, okay? A new beginning. Because remember I told you that 10 represents a new cycle, a new beginning. So, you know, I feel like y'all are coming out of this energy because you allowed something to die off. You allowed yourself to move away or to move on from something, someone, or some place, whatever that is. And because you did that, now you have this newfound passion to move, newfound passion to go, to get going, to start something, to initiate. All right, because remember, here we go again with the ace. Ace is one. One means new. One is new. So there's definitely, so look at this. So look how we have this sequential order here, because we have the death card, and then after the death card came the Ace of Wands. So you went from something dying off, a cycle ending or completing, or a situation ending and completing, and now you're moving on to something new. Now there's some new movement that's taking place, some new action that you're getting started on, some new initiative. I don't know what it is that you're working on, but it won't have you in this space where you are feeling mentally drained. Okay, so that's coming out of this mental drain, that's coming out of this mental confusion, chaos, and moving forward, moving towards more of this purpose and passion fulfillment, right? There's something that you are moving towards, or someone or situation that you're moving towards, that you feel more passionate about, that you have more love and drive for. And remember, I talked about that earlier with some of the aspects that they were having, especially with the Mars aspects. You know, I think it was Mars square Jupiter, where you're going to have more energy to move, because when you're in the Ten of Swords, baby, you tired. You're real tired. When you're in this energy, it's exhaustion. And remember, one of the aspects for this week could cause mental or physical exhaustion. Excuse me, y'all. And so pay attention to that. When you feel yourself being overwhelmed mentally, or you feel yourself being overwhelmed emotionally, or you feel like somebody is clouding your judgment, or somebody is blocking you from getting somewhere, you feel like you're kind of just running into the wall and you never get anywhere, step back, regroup, okay? Take a bigger picture, a bigger view of what's happening, what's transpiring, and then use that Virgo energy to peel back the layers, to dissect what's happening, what's going on, because that will give you the insight on what you need to complete, what there needs to be a death to or ending to, so that you can move into more passion, move into more energetic fields, move more into something that will be more satisfying for you. All right. So I'm going to pull a card for the collective. I actually think I'm not going to pull a tarot card. I'm going to pull a card from my Work Your Light Tarot, my Work Your Light Oracle deck, excuse me. And I think I'm going to pull a card from the Sacred Geometry Activations deck too. Spirit, what messages do you have for the collective for this week? Oh, thank you, Tanya. I'm so glad this helped you. Y'all, this is why I do this. This is exactly why I do this. To help other people, because I had to go through a lot of transformations and struggles and conflicts and challenges over my short period of time here in this physical realm, okay? This lifetime, this incarnation. And in order for me to help other people, I had to go through certain things and situations so that I can bring light or bring enlightenment or give guidance and clarity to other people. This is what it is. I used to be like, why me? Why I got to go through this? Why I gotta? And then I thought about it. I'm like, well, you know, how can you help other people if you haven't experienced it yourself? All right. Y'all, I appreciate y'all hanging in there. I know it's been a long one. It ain't been as long as the last week. Last week was real long because I pulled the Oracle card and I pulled tarot. All right. I appreciate y'all taking the time to listen. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram. It's the same name as you see on the screen. I am well versed. And if you would like to book a personal reading or a healing session with me, the information will be in the description box when we finish. But you can always email me at info@IamWellVersed.com. And I'm actually going to leave it in the chat. And of course, if you would like to send a donation to your sis, okay, my Cash App is Chrissysmoolah. And my PayPal is, you can find me under Chrissy's image on PayPal. All right. Okay. Let's see. Let's see what we got for the collective, how we can help close this out for the peoples. All right. Spirit messages you have for the collective. All right. Well, that was quick. All right. We got 2 cards. It says, this is the first one. I've never seen this one. It says Anna, grandmother of Jesus. All right. Grandmother of Jesus. Now, remember, y'all, this don't have anything to do with religion, but this is the card that came out. And it says, seeding the light, laying foundations, divine plan. Ain't that what this whole week is going to be about, what I've been talking about? Thank you, Kenny. Thank you. But seeding the light, laying foundations, devising a plan. That is perfect for Virgo season. That's exactly what Virgo season is about. Look at that. Look at that. Y'all see that? Okay. And then the second card that came out was play, have fun, celebrate. Don't be so serious, you know. Because while you are devising plans, laying foundations, sowing seeds, you still got to be grateful for what you have. Be grateful for what you've been accomplishing or what you have accomplished thus far, whether it's within your own self-development, your personal growth, your family growth, your spiritual growth, your financial growth, whatever it is. All right. And at the bottom of the deck, we have the Age of Light. You've been training for this for lifetimes. All right. Let me read to you real quick what it says about Anna, grandmother of Jesus. Okay. Let's see what that's about. Okay. It says Anna, grandmother of Jesus, was an ancient mystic who dedicated her life to laying the foundations for Christ's consciousness to be woven through all of life. She is not widely known, but without her, Christ's consciousness would not be rising as it is today. Anna represents the quiet dedication that is sometimes required to live a life of service. Didn't I just say that? A life of service. She represents the generations that came before that devoted their lives to dreaming a new world into being while knowing that they would not see the glorious end result. Remember, sowing those seeds, planting the seeds for your future generations. All right. It says she represents the dutiful soldier, the unconditional mother, and the mystic who can see the thread that is woven through all of life. Anna teaches us that we all have a part to play in the divine plan. It doesn't have to be on the world stage to be significant. Remember, I talked about that Pisces, you know, not being able to get your shine on. And sometimes it's good to, you know, play the back for a little bit. Everybody has to play the back at some point in time. All right. It says one person's part is not worthier than another. One person's part may be to mother their children. Another's may be to gather women in circle each month. No part is better or worse, more important or less significant. We each have within us a seed of light that we incarnated to share. Anna is gathering us all to remember and to surrender to our part of the plan. So this reminds me of this full moon in Pisces. All right. Full moon in Pisces. All right, y'all. I'm done talking y'all ears off. Okay. So I appreciate y'all taking the time to listen, to watch, and support. Don't forget to like the video if you haven't liked it already. Like I said, information will be down in the description box in just a few minutes, y'all. And I think that's it. So with that being said, peace and love and light, and I holla. Bye-bye.